all African are divided. You go into countries, you find the countries are more divided. You go into tribes are divided.
Yes.
So we are all divided, but most other people, whether they are Indian, Asian, or European, they are very united.
Yeah.
You know, they don't hate each other. Even I see it here in Melbourne. If you open a restaurant and I open a restaurant next to you to start selling the same thing that you sell, you hate me, I'll hate you, or why are you taking my car? But we go to Indian towns, Chinatown, all the restaurants are selling the same thing. You go to Danang, you see the street where there's Afghan, they're all selling the same kebab, they're all selling the same thing, but nobody's hating the other person. They're not. You know, they don't care whether they get customers or not. One shop you look in, have a lot of customers, the other one's got no customers, but they're not mad at each other.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we are just very divided, and like there's a saying that says, you would have heard of it, you know, together we stand, or you know, united we stand, divided we fall.
Correct.
So
correct.
And we are currently falling.
No, we are definitely falling.
Yeah. So
because
we are divided. To head toward the solution, I would say the first step we have to take before we look into another solution is a unity.
Hi viewers, welcome to another episode of your daily rant. I have someone in the house on ZUZU TV.
ZUZU LMTV.
Look, it doesn't need any formalities really. During the show, I'm gonna put a lot of his information down there, so you can basically go and see exactly what he does. He does a lot of content creation, from traveling to businesses to restaurants to interviews to wedding ceremonies, and I think this brother really does quite a lot of job, especially in the Sudanese community in Australia, and it's just coming through all the way from, is it Northern Territory, right?
Northern Territory.
Jesus, bro. What are you even doing there, honestly, though? Like,
I used to live in here in Melbourne before I moved to Northern Territory. Well, not Melbourne, southwestern Victoria, but my family always been here in Melbourne since 2004.
Okay.
So yeah, I've been here for a while. So I just came for my brother's wedding, my cousin's wedding that happened 2 weeks ago. My brother's wedding was on the 14th of December, which is last year now.
Wow. Yeah, that's right. It's 2025 already.
Yeah.
Come closer a bit.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I know the last time that you and I saw each other, we had it was a sit down with me, you, and one other content creator again called ZUZU.
Yeah.
And we had some really good, nice conversation about, well, you know, the old dynamic of, you know, people dating, relationship, you know, fathers and daughters and mothers and all those things, really. Look, I don't know how many people is going to be watching this, really, but I actually just want us to do this for your YouTube channel, and hopefully you can, you know, have some materials while you're in Melbourne. So one of the things I'm kind of a little bit curious, really. I had a presentation earlier on today. Let me actually bring it up with you, so you can have an understanding exactly what I talked about. So I'll just need your kind of your 2 cents. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it quick. I'm not gonna take too much of your time because I know
That's
you
fine.
basically have a long way to go. All right. Let me move myself. Let me close it to you a little bit.
Yeah. on camera as well.
Yeah, I know.
You're a bit off camera.
So now, right here is there seems to be a lot of for the last couple of days now, especially on TikTok, a lot of South Africans they're having a lot of problems with Nigerians, and especially for those who live over there, there's a lot of complaint about Nigerians taking these jobs, Nigerians you know, doing scams and all kind of different kind of complaints, really. But there's something about me, I'm sure you know, I don't like to create a very divisive environment, because I think you're a Sudanese man, I'm a Nigerian man. You have some set qualities and things about you that I can learn from you. You understand?
Correct.
It's not by just talking about it. You understand? For instance, now, ladies and gentlemen, you don't understand, this man drove over 3 hours to be here. As I'm speaking to you right now, it's 2:33 in the morning here in Melbourne, Australia. If it doesn't require time and effort, he's not going to be here. All right. And this is one of those things that I had to deal with personally myself, especially last year. All right. There's a lot of people going out there telling that they said, ZUZU, they said, I don't like black people.
Why did that? What was the reason for them to say that?
Good question. This is one of the reasons why. Because I did challenge our community that I want us to get better. All right. See, by starting by talking about men, you're a man, I'm a man. All right. If you see another man doing something wrong, I'm sure you're going to say, yo, bro, cut it out. You understand? We need to step up in kind of different way. For me, I don't like to do a lot of back and forth with our sisters because most of the time, no disrespect, many of them can't comprehend. You understand? And it's just one of those things that is just getting too much now that there's a part of me that I really want to push back and say things. All right.
So the question that I asked you.
It's not even about the question.
You said a lot of people say that you have black people.
Yeah. So there's a lot of things that was last year. All right. I'm not trying to bring old wound.
Yesterday was last year.
Yesterday was last year. So I had a lot of people who said I don't like black people because I tend to be a little bit very forthcoming. Just talking in terms of how we can get better. Now there's been a little bit of thing going on, especially in Nigeria now with back and forth with South Africans. And I think it's getting to the point whereby in your community, you have a group of men who are elders that can call other men accountable like, yo, we need to start doing things a little better. And I've looked online many times, well, like you do too. I hardly find any of those group, TikTok chat or whatever it is, they just talk and there's so much pain and so much anger. From your point of view though, what are the things that you've seen that you think we can start doing better as Africans?
In Australia?
Everywhere in the world, basically. Just to come sit closer a little bit. So
okay.
Yeah.
What are the things you've already mentioned? One issue, which is we hate each other. You said the South African thinks Nigerian are taking the job. So to kind of head to the right direction of a solution would be to kind of try to be a little bit more united, because we are more divided than united.
Yeah.
All African are divided. You go into countries, you find the countries are more divided. You go into tribes are divided.
Yes.
So we are all divided, but most other people, whether they are Indian, Asian or European, they are very united.
Yeah.
You know, they don't hate each other. Even I see it here in Melbourne. If you open a restaurant and I open a restaurant next to you to start selling the same thing that you sell, you hate me, I'll hate you, or why are you taking my car? But we go to Indian towns, Chinatown, all the restaurants are selling the same thing. You go to Danang, you see the street where there's Afghan, they're all selling the same kebab, they're all selling the same thing, but nobody's hating the other person.
Yeah.
They're not. You know, they don't care whether they get customers or not. One shop you look in, have a lot of customers, the other one's got no customers, but they're not mad at each other.
Yeah.
So, we are just very divided, and there's a saying that says, you would have heard of it, you know, together we stand, or, you know, united we stand, divided we fall.
Correct.
So, and we are currently falling.
No, we are definitely falling.
Yeah. So because we are divided.
You understand?
So together or united we stand, or divided we fall. Yeah. So to head toward the solution, I would say the first step we have to take before we look into another solution is a unity.
Okay. So for me, there is a difference between saying, okay, you and I can say, okay, let's talk about unity. All right. But I think we need to set the precedent and set an example. Okay. When we talk about unity, all right, you're a South Sudanese man, and I'm a Nigerian man. All right. I welcome you to my home because after we've met the very first time, I felt like there is a lot about you. Not only that I can learn, but I respect you as a man.
Thank you.
You understand? And that is how I think we can start, because we need to break that barrier. You understand? It seems like somebody is waiting to take the first move or make the first move. That is when everybody seems like, because like I always say, if a musician needs to come now,
a musician
will come, and every one of us, we're gonna gang up and sing, as soon as the musician is gone, nobody is gonna talk to nobody anymore. You understand what I mean? And this is one of those things that kind of really irritates me, because our sisters have a lot of influence within the culture, within the community. All right? That responsibility actually goes to our sisters. But how can you talk to them? Because as soon as you talk, they're going to turn around and going to start calling you all kind of names. All right? One even told me in person, I'm going to, listen, I keep it a buck. From your South Sudanese community, you know what she told me? She looked me in the face and told me that, she said, they said I don't like South Sudanese people. That's number one. Then number two, they said I don't like black women.
Black women.
Yeah. Number three, they said I only bring white people on my show. Especially my show on TikTok. They say I only bring white people there. Even you're laughing because it's just oxymoron. Like, it's really, really stupid. You understand? And my thing is that
your show doesn't say it's only limited to white people, and if that it's black people don't want to come, that's their problem. It's not your problem. No, if white people are turning up, at the end of the day, it's all about you growing your audience. You'll accept whoever that wants to come to your show and respect the show, right?
Absolutely.
If white people want to come and respect the show, they're more than welcome. They're not happy or they want to come and complain, they can leave.
That's the only thing again that it really blew my mind. You understand? For instance, now, bro, for you being here, thank you. I respect you. Thank you for the effort you put in. You understand? You came all the way from Northern Territory, bro. Ladies, in case if you're watching anyone in the world, you don't understand. This man flew, what, almost 4 or 5 hours flight?
3 hour flight. Yeah.
3 hour flight? This man flew 3 hour flight, spent his own money. I didn't pay for his flight. He spent his own money to come down here. He still had to drive another 3 hours away to come here. Shows the kind of person you are. So bro, please, I want you to continue this, because the thing is that we need to break the barrier by actually showing we not just talk about it, we actually do something about it. Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
So please, I encourage you, bro, please keep doing that, keep doing your thing, bro. I really appreciate it. Any way that I can, I'm gonna follow you always, and I'm always gonna show support to you.
Thank you.
Now let's pivot again, like I'm saying. So I'm gonna scroll to what I want to talk about. I'll just go to the last part of it, and this is the only one that I just want to quickly relate about. Okay, let me make this screen bigger because I don't know how good your eyesight are. All right, I am going to make this bigger. All right, and in fact, if you can read from this one. So this is the problem with Nigeria and South Africa, all right? So I took some time today to do some research and find some basic information that I know could be prevalent to, or could help with my argument that I want to make about how we can actually seize for unification. You understand? I can go the route of what everybody normally do on TikTok. Oh, South African did this. Oh, South Africans did that. Oh, they did that. You understand? And that is not going to bring any kind of unification. You understand? It's just going to keep fueling the full fire, the old, we're going to keep having back and forth that is not even necessary in the first place. So it comes down to this. Nigerian advantage lies in its youth population, its resourceful wealth, and its growing tech sectors. However, issues of corruption and instability hold it back. South African strengths include a better developed infrastructure, manufacturing sector, but high crime rate, inequality, and energy crisis are major cons. So basically, this is the pros and the cons for both countries. So my thing is that, let me show you one of the things that I put together.
Did you write those things or?
Yeah. So for instance, now, if you look at this chat.
Growth rate 2023.
You understand? From 2023, the growth rate from Nigeria has gone up to about 3.5. The growth rate for South Africa is going to put 0.8. All right. It's not even 1%. All right. Identify natural resources.
What growth rate is that? Like
so in terms of economy, the economy is growing basically, right? So since 2023. So identified natural resources from two countries is 64. And South Africa is 50. Now, that is over 114 natural resources combined together. These two countries, they have the highest GDP in the entire continent. Look at the GDP. Nigerian GDP is over 510 billion. South Africa is about 450 billion. Imagine these two countries can combine resources together. That is over $1 trillion. Just the two countries alone. Imagine you can have a proper unification of Africa when all African countries start combining their natural resources together. Do you tell me that we're going to be feeling any kind of racism from any part of the world at all?
No. Definitely not.
Am I making any sense? Or
no, I get your point.
Understand?
100%.
So I'm just thinking about it. If we want to keep doing this jollof rice war,
tribal war and whatever.
Tribal war, you understand? And the same thing, I saw the same thing about Sudanese. I was actually going to do another presentation about it just to show what are the advantage. For instance, now South Sudan and Dubai or the UAE. You guys have almost identical the same citizen in your country. The GDP for 11 million citizens of UAE is about 520 something billion.
Wow. Even more than Nigeria, is it?
Even more than Nigeria. And then the citizen of the USA, they're only just over 11 million people. Wow. Nigerian population is over 230 million people. Do you see the difference there? Your country, South Sudan, your GDP in your country, I think is about 5 billion something.
Way different.
And the same population.
Not even quarter.
And guess what? South Sudan have more natural resources than UAE.
Yeah, correct.
Imagine we can all start unifying our resources together. Life is going to be much more easier for us. So I just want to ask you though, as a brethren brother, what are the things you think is going to stop us from uniting? Except from the whole we hate each other. But what do you think other things that we don't pay attention to, but you've seen or you've observed about us?
I think.
Take your time. I know it's a loaded question, though.
Yeah, it's a good question, but the way I look at it is, we were divided a long time ago.
Okay.
And we never united again.
See, that's the thing, though. Like,
so even the continent of Africa was divided by the colonizers. I don't think there was Nigeria, South Sudan, this tribe, this. I think we were just all living together.
True.
If you look into the history, there was no tribal war, there was no civil war, there was no country fighting a country because there was no two countries.
Yes.
Right. So since we've been divided, I don't know, we failed to unite. To be honest, I have no idea what could be the solution to bring us back. But even white people themselves, they used to be divided. That's what caused World War I, World War II. They were fighting themselves. There was tribal war, there was different country war.
Yes, correct.
But they ended up solving it and settling it, and now they are united.
True.
You see, if you go and disrespect one European country or fight one, you're probably fighting them all.
True.
You see? But in Africa, if somebody fights South Sudan, all the African countries wouldn't care. Like that's not our business. But we used to be one people. But European people are one people. So to be honest, we've been divided by the European that end up uniting themselves. But we never knew how to reunite again. We used to be united, but we didn't know how to be united. Like we just failed to reunite ourselves. They divided us, and it worked for their favor. They're benefiting, and if we unite, we're gonna be stronger than them. But now, because we are never became united, that's we are weak. We've been weak since then until today. So unification is definitely the first step forward. But to be honest, I have no idea what we could do. Like your question is, what we could do to unite again.
Yeah.
What's making us fail to unite? And that's a very hard question. I don't think even the African leaders can answer that question. Because they are dividing the continent themselves. So even the leaders, they don't know how to bring people together.
You would think in 2024.
25.
Oh my goodness. I need to get that. I need to get that in the back of my head. See, that's the thing, Nico. In 2025, as out of 2 days. Oh, Jesus. You understand? In 2025, you would think with all the resources that we have, all the technology, and we're screaming and yelling. This is my fear, and I want to say that I hope someone can clip this and you can turn it to content all you want. I don't care. My fear is that this is my real fear, because you see, they say in my tribe, you say when you push a goat to the wall, when he has no place to turn,
they'll turn to you.
He'll turn to you. Now, for the last couple of years now, the Western world, there's been a lot of tug war between those three big countries. All right, I'm talking about China, America, and Russia. Okay, and you have to understand something. The law of nature, the strong will take from the weak. All right. Now, I know there's a fugazi about diplomacy. Okay, tell me one African country that can face any of those three countries head on.
I don't think the entire continent can face any of them.
And that is the problem, bro. The entire continent can't even face one.
Yeah, just one, America or Russia or China.
That is what I'm saying, is that if they decide, and this is my fear, bro, if they decide they want to take Africa, they want to enslave us all over again.
They are in control of Africa today. They have taken it. They're never giving it back. We don't have Africa. We're living in it, but we're not in control of it, which is different. Living in a place and being control. Are you in control of you just live in this house? I don't know. Like,
no.
But you know, when you live in a place, but you don't have the control to do anything, you just living in a place, but you don't have the power to do anything, even where you live.
True. It's crazy though.
Yeah.
I'm just saying though. I'm talking about, because the thing is that people don't understand. All right. There used to be a time. Japan was one of the strongest countries in the entire world.
Of course.
Japan used to China constantly. Japan used to give it to them constantly. Even now, Japan can't even dare to sneeze where China is. In terms of infrastructure, technology, power, influence, military strength, population. You understand?
So declined,
they've declined a lot. And my thing is that I am just, if you and I, because of you speak a different dialect, you understand? You are slightly much taller or bigger or stronger or I'm shorter or whatever it is, or you're shorter or whatever it is. You understand? If we keep doing this fight, we're creating opportunities for them to start whispering, because one thing it seems our leaders are very good too is that they know how to kiss a lot of these so-called the colonizers' white ass. You understand? Because they just need to show them a lot of money. And one thing I've seen many times, bro, they've sold us for cheap. A couple of weeks ago, I was doing research. I found out that there was a country, I don't know if it's Rwanda or Uganda. There was a Chinese company that came there to sign a contract. The Chinese, they had an agreement that there's some things they need to, I think it was like a mining company or something like that. Instead of them to sign 5 or 6 years contract, they said we're only going to sign 25 years contract.
Wow, it's a lifetime.
Let us think in for a second. They want to sign 25 years contract that it's only going to benefit the citizen maybe like 10 or 15%. The people that even like the land actually really belongs to them.
I wonder if the African leaders watch these kind of videos that we do.
They don't.
There's a lot of videos.
Are they gonna watch this? Do you know the funniest thing is that they have access to all this information? You understand? They have access to all this information. My question for me and you to them is that what kind of contract, what kind of agreement are you guys signing?
That requires 25 years.
That requires 25 years agreement. You and I, if you and I want to sign it, do a business right now, are you going to sign a 25-year business contract?
No. I don't know if I'm going to be living in the next 15 years. Well, I hope I will.
You understand
25
what I mean?
years? Yeah, nah.
They're signing 25 years contract.
The person signing it probably like 60 years old. Are they going to be around in 25 years?
Now you're getting my point now. That is what really annoys me the most. You understand? They're signing contract. They're signing 10,
they're not going to see
20,
the end of that contract.
And you're not even going to see the end of the contract. The administration who's going to come in after you is either it's going to void the contract or it's going to increase it because they want to eat some of their own money too.
Yeah.
And the love of money to Africa is our biggest problem, because this is why I never like to point fingers, say white man this, white man that, racism this, racism that. It really freaking irritates me. Because the blueprint is there. For instance now, does UAE have any kind of, do they have the military hands to stop somebody to come in? How many times have you heard some Islamic people go and bomb something in UAE?
Never happened. Never heard of it.
You understand? Why not? They have money now. Can the ISIS, all this terrorist organization, why can't they go and attack Saudi Arabia?
I think when people tend to go attack people who, because when you don't have any sign of wealth, it looks you don't have strength. You know, if I have a lot of money today, if everybody knows ZUZU has a lot of money, people will be scared to attack me. I might not have the power, but money is power. So people know Saudi Arabia have a lot of money, which is also a sign of power. So even though they might not look powerful, but when you look poor, you might be rich. If you're in the street today looking homeless, people will try to bully you, but, and they think you're weak. But if you look rich, even though you might not know how to fight, but the strongest person will be scared to fight you.
Absolutely.
If you look rich, the strongest person wouldn't want to fight you because you look rich. So the strongest countries wouldn't try to attack Saudi Arabia or UAE because their country looks super wealthy, almost more advanced, than a lot of Western European countries.
Absolutely.
So European don't try to.
Yeah, but okay, the thing is that if my biggest fear is that number one, most African countries, before they get independence, for any of the countries that allow them to be independent, if that's even a word on its own.
No African countries today. Which one?
There's ones. This is the one. See, this is another thing again that I'm actually going to do some content about for the next couple of weeks. All right. You see, there are a couple of major countries in Africa that they always believe themselves like they feel like they're not Africans. Somali.
Where the Somalian people are on the comment section.
Ethiopians. Morocco.
But I'll be honest, when we talk about Morocco, Egyptian and Libyan, they are not African. They came to Africa. So Somalian, I don't know why they even deny being black.
That is what really, I did a rant this evening already. All right. It took, I think I need to re-edit it, then I'll repost it back again. Bro, go and watch it. It was the same thing I talked about. Somali think their shit doesn't stink.
100%.
You understand? They think you think you're from a whole different universe. Right? It's very stupid. Like legit, bro. It's so stupid.
That's another sign of not being united.
Exactly, bro.
They're not including themselves as part of Africa.
You keep extracting yourself from Africa. You understand? Because you think you're what? And another thing, when you talk to Ethiopians,
nobody cares if they're part of Africa or not anyway. They can remove themselves if they want. If they want to cut the country out of the map and put it in the ocean somewhere, that's up to them. We didn't kick them out. They're removing themselves.
And that's the thing, though, bro. Like it's extremely irritating. It's annoying because I just look at it that in 2025, we're not thinking, we're not looking for a way for us to actually unify ourselves more. You understand? So it scares me a little bit. Can you give me a second quickly? I just want to quickly do something. Can you continue? Don't worry.
That's fine. Thanks. Where are you guys watching from? If you guys have never seen me on this show before, this is my first time doing a live stream with Mr. Lex. My name is ZUZU, as you can see on the screen. I do different type of content, so you can check out my TikTok account, ZUZU LMTV. So first time here with Lex. Let's go, Lex.
Back. Sorry guys, just need to do some settings outside there. Like I'm saying, Somalians always think this shit doesn't stink, and Somali, Ethiopia, Eritrea, Gabon. You understand? So this fight is usually left between Nigeria, South Africa, Cameroon, Ghana, which other country again has a corners? South Sudan, because especially with the war that you guys went to, you understand? Zambia to some extent. It's like every other country just always keep quiet when we're talking about this whole African unification thing. Understand? You don't see content about them on social media, and when they come for, I know many of them cannot speak English. I get it. You understand? So, but the thing is that we have to do a little bit more. This needs to go away from more than it doesn't apply to me. Don't worry. When they come and enslave all of us again, you'll be there. It's not a joke, bro. It sounds funny. The thing is, if China decide today that they want to take Africa by force,
they're doing it slowly, on a smart way, not by force, but diplomatically, by intelligence. Yeah,
you understand?
Diplomatically, yeah.
And this is why you got to know is that the condition in Africa is right now. It's called bad business. Our leaders, they got conned. You understand? There is no anything right for you. Tell me which American company you gonna go say you wanna invest or you wanna mine or whatever in their country, and they're gonna let you sign a 25-year contract?
That's never gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
It's bonanza. They'll come to Africa and get all kind of bonanzas. You understand? And I think it's just one of those things that it's just really counterproductive, really. And we're killing ourselves. This is some of the natural resources that both countries has. Nigeria have oil, natural gas, coal, tin, and agriculture. So that's like the 5 major things that we import and export. Look at South Africa.
That you export, not import.
Import, but export.
Yeah, export. That's what. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, export.
You understand?
Yeah.
Look at what South Africa has: gold, platinum, coal, diamond, manganese. If I put the market value of all those 10 let's say combined, you'll be looking something that can feed at least 20 or 30 African countries combined.
Or more.
So my thing is that all these leaders, they go to all kind of summits. G7, G10, G20, G this, G that, National Union of whatever you want to call it. All these meetings, what is the outcome?
Nothing. I don't know what they do at those meetings.
Honestly, I think they just go there. It's like attendance.
I think they could just say they have attended.
Man,
they go there to go and be told what to do.
Oh, God.
But which African leader is gonna go to those summits and any country is gonna listen to them? They go and be told what to do, and then those people who are telling them what to do, they're telling them what to do so they can benefit from them. So African countries, man, we
are cooked, bro. We are like cooked like cooking onion.
Yeah, we've been cooked for a very long time. We're still cooking. We're still cooking, man.
Oh, jeez, man. And is that bad? But for me, I think it just gets to the time that I don't want to be part of those people that is going to ignite this war, because I have some potent things that I can throw at South Africans, really. That's going to make this all back and forth. But I just think it's not productive. Is that what I mean? It's not productive. It's not what we need. This time around, we should be talking about proper unity. Bro, imagine African can unify all our natural resources together, bro. Every African living everywhere in the world will go back home in a heartbeat.
Not every African will go back. Even other European will chase us. Like we chasing them to run to their country. They'll be chasing us.
They'll be chasing us. Yeah. Oh my God. And that's the thing again. People don't understand, man. Like I say it sometimes. I'm grateful to Australian government for making me have a home here with friends and family. Like it's a night and day, man. If African can put all our resources together, they will be the one have to come and apply for visa to come to Africa.
That's exactly what I meant. Yeah. That's exactly what I mean. Yeah.
They will be the one who beg. They will go to all those things they always put us through. Go and do AIDS test. Go and do HIV test. Go and do tuberculosis. Go and we check. We want to see your father's ancestry's DNA. We want to see your before you come to Africa. You understand? our strength, it's strength by numbers. It's not strength by individual. And I hope one day, if you're watching this, wherever you're watching this in the world, we need to start talking about how we can unify ourselves, whatever part of Africa you're from. And for those you go on TikTok, you always like to instigate things. You want to call me all kind of names. I wish you all the best. I don't lose one sleep because of you at all. All right? I'm just saying, I don't lose one sleep at all. And look, ZUZU, I don't want to take too much of your time, bro. Thank you for coming in all the way from Northern Territory. Hopefully before you go again, we can cook something up properly, because I know it's pretty late right now. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I want to try and get some sleep in. All right.
Thank you so much for having me on your show. First time on your show.
I know, bro. Don't worry, we'll do some. I told you, bro. I told you. And like I said, in the next couple of days, hopefully before you go back, we'll be able to sit down properly and
if I'm coming this way, I'll stop by to
especially when you're going to the airport, really. I'm
thinking about doing some travel videos in southwestern Victoria, which is towards Geelong direction.
All right, so Geelong is literally that way.
That way. Is it okay? So if I'm driving through, I'll let you know.
All right, okay.
We can come and
absolutely come through, bro. My door is open to you, bro. Appreciate it.
I might put this video on my my channel as well, so I think there's no point identifying yourself. I think you did that at the beginning, but feel free, just in case people
okay, look, this is my brother. It's ZUZU TV.
ZUZU
actually
LMTV. So very good, man. You've got some very sophisticated gadgets here. Very sophisticated technology, man.
Bro, I have, man. I spent hours and hours, I don't know how to do shit. I had to learn how to do everything. Well, there's still a lot of things I still need to put together. It's gonna take me probably before the end of the year. I get the right equipment, the right cameras and everything, then we'll make it a proper show. Look, either way, thanks, ZUZU.
Thank you so much for having me on your show.
So that his name is ZUZU LMTV. He does a lot of travel channel content creation videos. It does a lot of wedding situations too. So if you want to do any kind of sales or marketing, his details, his information is basically everything you see right there on TikTok and YouTube
and on all platforms. Basically, ZUZU LMTV is on platforms. But mainly I'm more active on YouTube and on TikTok. ZUZU LMTV very active. TikTok and YouTube. I'll respond immediately. But I'm also I've also got my Facebook fan page is also called ZUZU LMTV. My IG, Instagram is ZUZU LMTV. I'm not that active on those platforms. However, I will still every now and then I go there to respond to my fans or anybody who wants to contact me. So feel free to reach out to me on any of those platforms. ZUZU LMTV, like Mr. Lex mentioned. I do lifestyle motivation and travel videos. That's why the channel name is ZUZU LMTV. ZUZU is my name, by the way. So thanks for watching, guys.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate for coming.
Okay.
All right, well, as usual,
do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
Get out of here.